How's it going, guys? Junior here with J&L Mustangs, bringing you back another video. In today's video, we're going to be working on the newest vehicle to the stable. This is my mom's Roush Ranger 2022. Today in this truck, we're going to be doing a catch can, which is a J&L, like the one we did on my, as you can see here, on my F-150. So we're going to do a full install. I know this one's a little harder to do than like my truck or any other new age Mustang, stuff like that. So we have to take off the tire from what it looks like because we have to access a line in the bottom. So stay tuned.
Music bed.
Alright, so this is what comes in the box. Of course I had already opened it, so it came a little more packaging and stuff. But you get your mount, your actual catch can, your lines, which are already ready to go. You shouldn't have to cut anything. And some instructions, which actually the instructions are pretty cool because they give you a link to watch an actual video how to install it. And I know I had previously watched it, and what the person from the video had done is they actually jacked it up, took off the passenger side wheel, tire, whatever you want to call it, to access the line on the bottom. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to see if I can access it without taking the wheel off, but I know it's, from where I watched on the video, I know it's somewhere in there. So we'll see if we can access it. If not, then we'll take off the wheel, no big deal. And then it should be a pretty straightforward install from there. Just replace like another line on the top, and then it mounts on top really nicely. So let me bring the truck inside, put some jack stands, and we'll start digging into it. Alright, so my mistake. Driver's side wheel is the one we got to take off, so make sure you get a jack stand. We have the jack stand in there, but there's a jack stand down there to support the vehicle. And then I know for a fact it mounts up here, the catch can, and we got to go down there somewhere. So we're going to take off that wheel, see what lines we got to take off, and I'll show you guys. And then we'll start routing the catch can. Alright, so first things first, once you got your wheel off, you're going to take off this plastic cover here, so it's got actual bolts, and then it's got like Phillips head little plastic clips and push clips as well. So we're gonna take that off, and then we'll show you where the line is in there. All right, so this next step, it's kind of hard to show you guys because literally the hose, if you're looking at this clip right here, the clip is in between them, and as you can see, I already took the PCV all off because you gotta figure out a way to pull and push in the clip, and it's the one with the blue clip. If you can see it there, right? You see it moving right there? That's the hose. And as you can see here, that's why you do a catch can, because that's already full of oil. And this truck has 20,000 miles on it. So, here, I can pull it, guys. So this is the clip that or the PCV hose that you're going to take off. Like I said, it's behind this one. Just feel for it, and then you're going to have to pull the clip, in a sense, pull the hose. And then now, gotta check the instructions again and then clean this because we don't want that oil burning. But that's crazy how much actual oil is dripping off that thing. To see where we're gonna route the hoses for the actual catch can. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, so now to the hoses. So what you're gonna do, so this is the male end. The male end is gonna plug in to the one that you disconnected, the one with the blue clip, which is this one right here. So I have it pulled out. But like I said, it plugs in over there. The hard part is going to be now you got to plug in this one, the female end, where you unplugged that one. And they're both, the hoses are going to run up to the top. What I recommend you guys doing is labeling one of the hoses, because once you get to the engine bay, all you're going to see is 2 rubber hoses. So label whichever one, you know, like for example, we labeled the female hose is the one with the tape. So when we're up top, we know which way to route the catch can. So what I'm going to do now, of course I can't get a camera in there, is we're going to plug in the male end into that hose, and we're going to plug in the female end into where I unplugged this, which is a pain in the butt because it's back there. So I'm going to have to figure that one out first, then run this and figure out a way where this isn't going to be caught or anything like that too. And I'll show you guys how we routed them here in a second. All right, so It's a pain in the butt. So to clip on that one hose, what I ended up doing is I undid the Christmas tree clip for these hoses right here, where my hand's at, this one, to give you more room, and then I ended up putting it, since it's a 90-degree angle on the hose, put it, and then I pushed it in, and you gotta make sure you hear it click, because if not, it just comes out, which is a pain in the butt because it's tight in there. And then of course, you gotta do the male end, which I need to finish, or actually I just clipped it in right here, as you can see. I'm gonna just make sure it's not rubbing on anything, so route them better. But they just go up to the top, and this should be the hardest part. Now on the top, it should be a lot easier. Let me just figure out how we're gonna route these where they're not gonna rub like on the steering shaft or something like that. You know, rub on something and build a hole and then you get a vacuum leak. So I'm gonna figure that out real quick down here since we're down here, and then we'll go up to the top. All right, so we're back here up at the top. I haven't zip tied if I am gonna zip tie anything down there because I want to see how it goes up here, you know, if we're gonna route it or if we need more hose, stuff like that. Where's the other one? What's over here? So, the one with the tape, the one with the 90 is the intake side. So on the catch can, after you guys mount the bracket with the 2 Phillips, you know, it's gonna line up. The clean side is the J side, so that's gonna go on this one. So this is where we're gonna put the one with the tape. It's gonna be on this side. So first thing is we're gonna mount this. Conveniently, there's already a stud here with threads to put a 10mm bolt that is provided, as you can see there. So I'm gonna put that right here. So this is how it's gonna live. And then we'll route the hoses. We'll see. Yeah, I'll probably farther away this way, that way, because we have the fan here. So I'm gonna put it right here, put the hoses. I'll probably get a little bit of oil, put it here on the hoses, that way it's easier to slide in there. And then show you guys the finished product. All right, install is all done. And actually, I didn't even have to put oil on the edge of the hoses. They actually came with like grease. Obviously, they're still kind of tight in there, but you put the little dress-up caps. So the hoses in there, I left it a little bit angled. Then we zip tied it here to this bracket that holds the positive cable and everything. And I got these grip block zip ties, they're releasable, just in case you need to release it, pull the tab, take it off. So that way it kind of holds them there. So that runs to the bottom, and then we just I zip tied them together right here, as you can see. So that way they're not, you know, moving around, stuff like that. So now we're gonna put the little shield back on. Close the hood, take it for a spin. I would probably check that catch can after 1,000 miles, just that way you know how much it's gonna capture, you know, if you can do it, because we do oil changes on this thing every 3,000 miles. If we can go 3,000 miles without checking the catch can, or before it fills up all the way, then we'll leave it alone. So definitely check it within like 500,000 miles, just that way you know more or less how much it's gonna accumulate depending on the miles. Of course, it depends on temperature, driving habits, all that stuff, how fast you're gonna fill that up. So that's gonna conclude this video. J&L, really nice catch can. I have the same catch can on my Celine truck. We actually did the same catch can on the Terminator, and great quality. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Like I said, it looks simple, but it's just tedious to do it down there. Now I will say is, I know the newer model Rangers, there is a connection or an option to do it closer up here. If you have the PCV clips up here, and J&L also has instruction on that. So if you have a newer model Ranger, you can do it from the top, but this one's from the bottom. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you have any questions, comments, put them down below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.